right, welcome back to Aaron and Ellie on Kirby Drive. Today we're doing things a little bit differently. We are doing this remotely. So say hello, Ellie.
Hey guys, from the
Yes.
remote location.
Yeah, we have her on location at nowhere in particular. So, uh, yeah, hopefully the
Yeah,
audio quality is okay. Hopefully we're not stepping on each other too much because we've never done this remotely. Um,
true.
yeah. But, anyways, crazy Monday night game. Lions 38, Ravens 30.
Absolutely crazy. And the most important thing is the Lions won.
Mm-hmm.
So guess who else won this
Yeah.
week?
Yeah.
Me.
Shameful.
I win.
Derrick Henry
Should
sold
win
me.
one. Yeah, it kind of sucks for him. He can't seem to hold onto the ball. He is a very strong case of butterfingers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was not a good look for him, especially the tape that he put out after the fumble where he threw his helmet on the bench and fell down like a toddler on the, on the bench.
Just threw himself like lengthwise all over the bench.
Yeah, I've never seen such a big man like flop down like a baby like that before, but that was crazy.
Yeah, that was insane. But I feel like I'd be throwing myself everywhere if that was my third game where I had to fumble and I'm Derrick Henry.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I would definitely be frustrated. I just don't know if I'd ever let someone get tape of me doing that on national television.
I mean, I guess it gets to a point of where you're pissed. He looked like straight up like down so sad during
Mm-hmm.
his post game like locker room interview.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't think I've seen a more sad man before.
Yeah, it was not a good look all around. The tape that he put out this week, he let a lot of sad Derrick Henry memes get out there.
Yeah, it was a little rough for him.
He tried to throw an interception earlier in the game, so he was really trying to like
Yes,
turn the ball over every way he could.
that's right. Lamar, what are you doing?
Yeah, he had Lamar on the throwback there, but he just didn't do it. Um, yeah,
Quarterback.
this game, the final score was closer than it felt.
Mm-hmm.
Although for a lot of the game, like the Ravens were leading or tied, so I don't know how to describe the way that it felt towards the end. It just kind of felt like Lamar was running for his life all night, and he
Yeah,
started getting caught a lot in the second half.
yeah. They ended with what? They sacked Lamar like 7 times
Mm-hmm.
by the end of it.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think.
I never seen anybody catch him so many times because he normally is just like slips
Yeah,
out, squirts out, but
yeah,
they were like getting
yeah.
him by the ankles and stuff.
It was crazy. I've never seen. I don't know. I haven't seen Lamar like struggle this hard. But I mean, I guess that just speaks to the Lions' offense, or maybe the Baltimore offense.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. But I mean, it's no like secret that the Lions' defense is like really good, and that they're stacked a little bit when they're all healthy. So, I mean, at the moment they're pretty much all healthy. So they're performing at a pretty peak level, at least up front. I'm not too well versed in the Lions like secondary or like
Mm-hmm.
linebacker situation. Maybe a little bit of linebacker situation. I don't know. Up front, they've got some good like defense. So I
Yeah,
mean that helps when you have a quarterback who relies on his feet a lot.
yeah. I think the front seven is really good. Like DJ Reader, Houston Texans legend DJ Reader's there. Aiden
Yeah,
Hutchinson has his leg in one piece again.
true.
Um, yeah, I think in the secondary they struggle a little bit. I think Terrion Arnold. I don't know if he got called for another pass interference this week, but he has gotten like I think he got like 7 called on him last year, and then had like 2 called on him last week. So
That's
um,
crazy, dude.
yeah, he is struggling, but I don't know. He's a nice enough guy.
That
Uh,
seems like a good. What about Anzalone? Is he? What
yeah,
is he? Is he
he and Jack
linebacker?
Campbell are playing linebacker pretty well there for the
Okay,
Lions. Yeah,
gotcha. You know he was good too, Campbell.
yeah. Um, Yeah, I think this game was back and forth. Like it was pretty entertaining in the first half. In the second half, it really just felt like the Ravens couldn't get out of their own way. Um, the I will say that whenever Amon Ross St. Brown scored to go up or like to tie the game at 21, probably the greatest hot mic moment of all time. That was
That
that was laugh out loud funny.
I think we watched it. We rewound at least like 3 times to
Yeah.
watch it again.
Yeah.
It was so funny.
Yeah, that
It was
was hilarious.
clear as day.
Yeah, that was the most like that was more clear than Joe Buck and Troy Aikman. Anything they said all night, I could understand that loud and clear.
And like loud enough for Scott Van Pelt to have to address it afterwards.
I mean, that was weird though.
It was.
He was like, I know you probably regret that or whatever, and I'm like, I
I don't
don't think he
think he
gives a
would.
shit.
Yeah. Professionally in front of the cameras, yes, I regret that. But like personally, like why would you regret that?
Yeah, that's
Like
your fault for having a hot mic around an NFL end zone, like where he does in fact run this shit. So like, I don't
I
know.
mean truly, he does run it. And
Yeah,
I mean you've earned the right to say that. You've worked what? Like you I don't know. Like the
yeah.
performance was how whatever. It was a weird
Mhm.
question. And then to have to make him like answer to that
Like
and be
doubled
like,
down twice was like, I know you
yes.
probably feel really bad about it, and it's like, no, it probably doesn't. He doesn't care at all.
Yeah, and he's never gonna say on like national television. He's like, oh, actually, like I had a fun time saying that.
Yeah,
It's like, no, he wasn't thinking about what the rest of America thought in that moment. He was like thinking about like him and his team, and like he just got a touchdown in Baltimore. So
yeah.
you know,
I did see something where people were like, they were pulling that clip up and they were like, Amon-Ra St. Brown grew up in Anaheim Hills, California, a mostly like white suburban area that's usually well off and stuff like that. To be like, oh, you can't say that. I don't care. He runs Anaheim. He runs that white ass community. Then he runs that shit. Like, and he's the
yeah.
only one who can say that. So,
I mean, truly. So
yeah, I
go
don't know.
ahead.
That was pretty funny. Um, Yeah, but
That
then
was
they came back from commercial and just like basically cut from that hot mic to them talking about how German he was, I guess,
yeah.
to try and
Like
like throw
okay,
them off the scent. Uh,
exactly. Well, he's German. He's also German. He's
yeah.
also German. Like really hammering that home.
Yeah. The other thing about the broadcast is every time Mark Andrews does anything, they're like, "Hey, do you remember whenever he like had the worst game of all time in Buffalo last year? Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Dang, he's really
They
making up for it now."
yeah, they have that clip on like standby.
Yeah.
Like they have like it's a button on their
Yeah, on their
on
video toaster, just smash the Mark
exactly,
Andrews
they're like
drop.
exactly. Yeah. They're like, someone said Mark Andrews? You know what time it is. Boom. Biggest letdown in the world.
Yeah.
And don't you forget it.
Yeah, but don't worry, guys. He's trying to forget it. Anyways, now let's replay it 7 more times.
Yeah, gosh, he's trying to, but y'all are making it impossible for him to forget that moment happened.
Oh, yeah. So I don't know. He did catch a touchdown to like I think tie the game or go up right at a half, but I think that was basically it. Um, yeah, I the game kind of like stalled out in the second half, but
Yeah.
um, really it came down to a fourth down and like two I think play from the Lions. You knew they were going for it, and like credit to
Mhm.
Jared Goff, he made the perfect throw to Amon-Ra St. Brown. Although it didn't really matter because it was holding on the play anyway, so whatever. But
We're
yeah, I mean the
not a
Lions, they won again.
Lions won again.
Yeah, yeah, I
So I guess
was,
I know ball.
yeah,
JT said I know ball, so
yeah. The problem
this
is
week I'm
JT
ball.
doesn't. So,
Hey, but this week we know ball.
yeah,
So I'll stand with the Lions until they stand against the Texans. Then I'll set Detroit on fire. But
more than it already is. Um,
yeah,
yeah, the only other thing I can think of is Tyler Loop baby leg allegations potentially
baby
for
leg.
kicking that ball short of the landing zone on the kickoff.
Oh my gosh.
Um,
Yeah.
he was throwing a little fit on the sideline about it, but I mean, whatever. He got bailed out too. He kicked a field goal, and that field goal went like over the upright. And I thought it was no good, but they were pretty confident that it was a decent field goal. So I don't know. Dahlia is
Yeah.
literally ripping down the curtains right now. I don't know what's going on.
Oh my gosh. Well, I can't hear her, so
Okay, well that's good. The
I'm trying
mic
to
is.
climb to the top.
I don't know what she's doing. She's trying to like get in the window or something like she always does. But
probably trying to catch the frogs. We have frogs on our window that only come out at night to catch the bugs, and they're kind of entertaining to watch, low key. But most of the time, I catch them whenever they miss. So maybe
SMH.
she's trying to catch them, not miss.
She's gonna like destroy the blinds. Dahlia, what are you doing? Anyways, yeah. Do you have anything else on that game?
Um, I don't think so. It was a really fun game to watch. It was a really good Monday night primetime game.
Oh yeah, savor it while you can, because this week's Monday night games are gonna be bad.
Like so bad. I don't understand why. Who in the corporation decided that this would be a good choice? Both of them. They had to clear both of these games, and they said, "Yep, yeah, checks out. This is going to be really good for Monday night content."
Yeah, yeah. Well, we'll check in with those in a second. So let's start out our week picks and previews. Week 4 of the NFL season. Starting off strong. Thursday night
Mm.
football this week. Seahawks at Cardinals. Seahawks favored by 1.5. This game is ending 6-3.
Yeah, this is going to be a terrible game. I don't think that they'll be able to let them know this.
No,
this
they're not.
Thursday
They're not going to let
night.
them know this Thursday night. They're not. Shabuzi's going to be let down.
Truly, the rest of America,
Yeah.
the whole concert that they have going on.
Yeah, the
So
Seahawks and Cardinals, they're both top 5 in points allowed on defense. I think they were both below 17 points per game. And so we're going to ram the immovable object into the immovable object and also the stoppable force versus those immovable objects. I think it's going to be bad. Um, I mean, we just watched the Cardinals play a horrible game against the 49ers last week where they couldn't do anything. And that was
yeah.
before James Conner, like, broke his leg or whatever he did.
Mm-hmm.
And so they're going to be without him for the rest of the season.
Gosh, that's crazy. And that was a gruesome,
Yeah.
like, break.
Mm-hmm.
I think we might have talked about it already, but
Yeah. It was bad.
it was, yeah, it was bad. Poor
Yeah.
thing.
I don't know. I'm confident this game's going to be low scoring. Um, I think the Seahawks have more playmakers on offense, even though Sam Darnold is their quarterback. Like, I think that they're a little bit better on offense so long as Marvin Harrison Jr. doesn't know how to play football. Um,
Again,
yeah. And I just don't, I don't know. Who knows?
I don't foresee him learning football
In a
in this
week.
one.
Yeah, it's a short
Yeah,
week, so probably not. Um, yeah, I just don't know what to make of this game. I think it's going to be atrocious, but
yeah.
maybe they'll surprise us.
Mm, we'll see.
I mean, the Seahawks had some fireworks in their game against the Saints, but it was mostly on special teams and also the Saints. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have much confidence in this, but it'll be on, and I'll lay eyes on it.
Uh huh.
So we'll see when old Sammy's cooking up on the offense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
And then
think that.
Kyler, I
Sorry, go ahead.
was gonna say Kyler needs to cook something up because he did not look convincing last week.
Yeah, I think mostly people tend to ignore that Kyler Murray plays football, which I guess is
Yeah.
fine. But like to me, I don't care. But I think that like if you're a Cardinals fan, I think it's been like 6 or 7 or 8 years. I think you're probably like, all right, are we gonna do something soon, or are we just gonna keep running around in circles in the backfield out there, trying to get
Right.
intentional groundings from the one?
I mean, gosh, have you seen? Or not? Have you seen? Do you know how long Kyler's been their quarterback? I feel like he's been there forever.
I think it's probably 7 years. Let me see if I can look it up real
Gosh,
quick.
dude, that sounds about right though.
Yeah,
Because I feel like
because he was probably the number one pick in 2018, I think.
overall,
2019. Yeah, first overall by the Cardinals in 2019. So it's been 6 years.
shoot, that's crazy. I mean, he's not terrible, but he's not good right now either. So
Yeah, I mean, right now he's averaging 180 passing yards a game. So I don't know.
not at least he's not JJ McCarthy.
Yes, that's true.
There's always that positive that you can maybe score yourself as a quarterback.
Yeah, you can always count on that. Yeah, the only different thing that I think separates this team really is that the Seahawks special teams are on fire, and I think that's
Yeah.
probably what the game's going to come down to is like who can return a punt probably furthest into opponent territory or something like that to kick a field goal to win the game.
Hmm.
So I'm gonna go with Seahawks for this one. Who are you
Yeah, I
picking?
was gonna do Seahawks as well.
Okay, so we're both on Seahawks to start.
So tied up.
Yeah. Anything else on Thursday night?
I mean, I guess I'll see how the defense does for the Seahawks. I mean, do the defenses really match each other? I feel like the Cardinals defense isn't as good as the Seahawks defense.
I mean, I think the Cardinals have played. It's hard to say because they basically played like the same. Like they both played the 49ers. I think held them both to like 17 points or close to
Mm,
it. And then like they both played the Saints and held them to like 13 points.
mm,
Um, and then like the Cardinals let the Panthers get back into it, but I mean like they were down, like they held them to a shutout basically in the first half. So
yeah,
um, yeah, I don't know. I think that the Seahawks defense is better, but I don't know if we can say that for sure until we see what happens here.
very true. Very true. I guess we'll have to wait and see.
Just the one thing I've been right about the Cardinals is their defense is sneaky good, but
Mm,
like their offense is atrocious right now. And if Marvin Harrison continues to drop passes, it might not be any better anytime soon. So
yeah,
we'll see. So we're both going Seahawks on that one. Next game up, we're going to Dublin, Ireland.
so
Vikings
true.
versus
Six
Steelers.
o'clock,
Yep, 8 in the morning, something like that.
8 in the morning,
Man,
early, early. When is daylight savings time?
I think it's this Saturday,
Is
maybe.
it really?
Think so.
Thanks. You really have to set your clocks.
Yeah.
Wait, yeah, I think it is. Dang,
Mm-hmm.
that's pretty crazy. So not only do we have to wake up, no, because it's fall back.
So what does that mean?
You have to lose an hour of sleep.
Yeah, yeah. This might be a game you could probably go ahead and just watch, just catch the second half while you're making breakfast or something.
Yeah,
It's
just let them get it out.
yeah. So technically the Steelers are at home, I think, but they're
There's,
doesn't really count.
it's
Minnesota is
almost,
still favored by 2.5.
yeah. I would have to say that I favor Minnesota as well.
I didn't even make a pick for this game, but I probably would go there as well. Um,
Mm,
yeah. So the Vikings are currently 4-0 in international games. They haven't lost abroad,
okay.
so they got that going for them. Although I don't know how Carson Wentz is outside of the country.
I guess that's a factor we'll have to see. How is Aaron Rodgers outside the country?
That's true. I don't think he said he was really excited to have a pint of Guinness, which is cool,
Okay.
I guess.
Yeah.
That he's excited about something, although obviously it's drugs and alcohol. Um,
Yeah. So I wouldn't get too excited about it.
yeah.
He's washing down his ayahuasca or whatever.
hmm Yeah, I don't know about the Steelers because like they beat the Patriots last week by by a touchdown, but I mean the
Mhm.
Patriots turned the ball over twice inside the 5 yard line and like three other
Yeah.
times. I don't think that the Steelers are very good at all.
No, and they have nothing to show for those 5 turnovers. They
Mhm.
like didn't capitalize on them like at all.
Mhm.
So or barely.
Yeah, so I don't really know what to expect because as long as Carson Wentz plays like relatively clean football, and I have no reason to believe that he wouldn't because that's just what Vikings quarterbacks do under Kevin O'Connell. They just play a mistake free football and it's usually good enough to win.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I think that the Vikings will take it. I'm not sure. I don't think JJ McCarthy's going to be traveling with them because of his injury,
Oh,
alleged injury.
I
He
thought he
probably
was going to Europe for treatment.
is he?
That's what I heard. That he was going to Europe, like what's his face did, like Christian McCaffrey did. And he's
Mm,
going for that because people were like, he's a baby. Like, why would you want to send him to Europe? I'm sure he doesn't want to. I don't know if it was just like a rumor that people threw out there, but
let me
it
see.
got some, like traction. So I don't know.
Let me see if I can find something on it. I thought the whole thing was that he wasn't going to be playing um, because he couldn't get on a plane and travel to Europe.
Oh, maybe
That
that's it.
and that was the whole reason why he wasn't.
Very
So
convenient.
he will travel with the team.
Mm. He
So
will and get his treatment during halftime or whatever.
yeah, he's gonna rehab there in
Mm-hmm.
Europe, but nothing about stem cells or whatever the hell Christian McCaffrey got done to him.
Yeah. So he's just gonna get that European rehab.
Yeah, yeah. So I don't know. I I don't really care. Like that was the one quarterback who I was just like, I'm not really excited to see you play because I don't really care, you know.
Right.
But yeah, I probably sleep in. Yeah,
If you had a choice, then just
yeah,
hit the pillows.
yeah. So moving back across the pond, so
Mm-hmm.
12 o'clock games. Titans at Texans. Houston by 7.5.
Oh, Lord.
Now,
Texans by 7.5?
yes.
Oh, Vegas hates the Titans. Gosh. I mean,
Yeah.
they did the Colts last week and looked kind of embarrassing, but like that embarrassing, I guess. So I don't know.
Oh yeah.
For us to beat them by 7.5.
I think that they are on the cusp of a major disaster in Tennessee.
Oh,
Um, Not one of like Cam Ward's doing or anything like that. Like I think this has been brewing for a
mhm,
while. But
dang.
Brian Callahan just recently like ceded play calling duties to quarterback coach Bo Hardigree, and
Mhm.
this comes after like Titans fans were chanting for him to be fired. So I think that's probably playing into it. Is also like Michael Pittman after the game last week was talking about how in pregame warmups he could tell that like the Titans players didn't want to be there. They were just kind of like I don't really. He could tell there was no life behind their eyes essentially. So
Gosh, he said all that.
I mean Michael Pittman did, yeah, but he
That's
didn't.
crazy.
He was just like, yeah, you could tell they didn't want to show up to work that day.
Yeah,
So they may be on the border of quitting, which is probably why the line is so egregious.
yeah.
Yeah, but so I can tell you why the Titans fans were cheering for him to be fired immediately.
Wow.
So, among other things, but there was a drive that the Titans were on. They were only down 17-6 at this point. Um, Only down, but whatever.
Not too terrible.
Um, so they're at like the 50-ish yard line, I think, and there's 2 minutes to go, and they still have multiple timeouts, and they're first down and 10 at like the 50 something yard line. Uh, Tony Pollard carried for 6 yards. They run the play clock almost all the way down. Tony Pollard again carries the ball for a couple yards. They run the play clock all the way down. He's short on third down and 2, so the Titans are gonna kick a field goal, a long field goal, as the Colts call timeout with 47 seconds left. The Titans call timeout after the Colts timeout, sending the field goal unit out for a 57-yard field goal attempt. And then
Wait,
the
did they
Titan,
after the Colts call the timeout?
yes. So the Colts call the timeout, then the Titans call a timeout. Then the Titans do not get the kicking ball into the game on time, and they take a delay of game penalty because they can't take a timeout after they've already taken a timeout.
Oh my god.
And then, even though they got a 5 yard penalty, Callahan decides to keep Joey Sly out there to try a 62-yard field goal, which then gets blocked by the Colts.
Gosh, 62 yards.
Then the Colts get the ball in Tennessee territory and kick a 36-yard field goal to go up 20-6 before half.
Oh my gosh.
And so, with 2 minutes left at like midfield with multiple timeouts, they choose to just. I think Brian Callahan's like reasoning for all of this was that they just decided they were going to take the points at the 2 minute warning. They were just like we're done, like we're not going to try and score a touchdown.
Bruh.
But they
Essentially just put us in the worst position possible.
but they're not even like they're not in field goal range yet. They're, like obviously like lining up to attempt a 57-yarder is not an easy kick to make.
Mm-hmm.
But they're just like we'll just take the points right here. We're not gonna try and throw the ball at all. We're not gonna do anything. We're just gonna take the points and then can't even get the ball in to like kick the ball to the upright. So Like you decided that at the 2 minute warning. You
Mhm.
run 2 plays, a minute and a half goes off the clock, and then 2 consecutive timeouts get called, and you still can't get your kicker out there in time.
Which is like, what what were you waiting for?
Yeah, I
What
don't
were you
understand.
expecting?
So I think that if this game goes poorly, it's going to get really bad in Tennessee very quickly.
It's gonna
Uh,
get ugly.
yeah. Uh,
Which, talk about ruining a quarterback. That would set me over the edge. As someone just like coming in here, being like, "This is not a happy workplace," and like your coach getting like, I don't even know, like very angrily fired. I mean, whatever. What firing goes well, I guess.
mhm.
Like you have to be angry to be able to fire your coach like that, especially mid-season.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
gosh, that sounds terrible.
Yeah. Cam Ward has also been sacked 15 times through 3 games, so he's on pace to get sacked 85 times. The record.
Gosh,
the,
85 times.
the record was set by David Carr, playing
Oh,
for yours truly.
super. Shout out.
In his rookie year, he was sacked 76 times. So, yeah.
Good gosh.
Yeah.
No way.
So, um, I don't know. I think that the Texans can add to that number. And
Mm-hmm.
if they do it early enough, I think they can contribute to the early quitting of this Titans team. And
I
I,
think so.
I think that that's what we need to count on is like an early turnover. Because like once they threw that pick six last week, it was over.
Mm-hmm.
Like there was no fight in that team to come back from that.
Right. And I think that we could get it done this week because the Texans this week released CJ Garner Johnson, our off-season trade
Mm-hmm.
that we made to the Eagles. I forgot who we gave them.
Kenyon Green.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I bet y'all love him, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, just a favor, but maybe not because this guy's such a bummer. And we released him, and so I looked at like why, whatever. Turns out he's like number one, a huge bummer. Number two, isn't like on board with any of like the play calling that D'Amico is making for the defense. The play calling that works, that makes us one of the best defenses in the league. And apparently there have been like at least one play every game this season where he's just like absolutely like blown his coverage or he's like gone to like the wrong side of the field, didn't cover the guy that he's supposed to be covering, didn't cover the zone he's supposed to be covering, and
Just because
that's
he
led
didn't
to
want
like,
to, right?
yeah, because he didn't want to,
Mm-hmm.
and that allowed for like big plays to happen, or yeah, big plays that led to scoring on all of those.
Mm-hmm.
And our secondary guys were getting like really pissed at him and being like, dude, what the heck? And like, whatever, you make mistakes, they make mistakes. But CJ Garner Johnson wasn't owning up to any of those.
Mm-hmm.
He was just like kind of brushing it off, like, oh, whatever, like blaming it on other guys. And it's like, no, like that was you,
Mm-hmm.
Rookie. And so they were really upset at him, and apparently it was like ruining like communication in the defense and the secondary, and like yeah, that would ruin communication when you feel like you can't talk to someone who's supposed to be like a big playmaker but is also like doing something wrong, and then he also Super Bowl winner, so maybe you are feeling like you can't say anything to him but you know that what he's doing is not working, whatever.
I mean, Super Bowl winner
Sounds
in the sense that he played on a team with
yes,
Jalen Hurts. Or no,
yes.
he didn't. He didn't win that Super Bowl, did he? I don't know. But
I don't know. He has a ring.
yeah.
So I mean, whatever. Good riddance. If
Mm.
he's gonna be a bummer and he's gonna mess up our team, whatever. Put someone else in there. Put one of our backups in there, and that's gonna be good enough. It'll be better than you going around being like, "Why are you doing? I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to." Do that. Okay, cool. Then like, don't be here.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, at the very
So
least, they'll be in the area where they're supposed to be. So,
I know,
I don't
yes,
know.
and maybe that's why I've been so frustrated with our defense lately. Is like, why are there's like the defense the sorry the offense is just like in these like wide open patches. It's like who's supposed to be in that zone, and or where's the man for that coverage?
Mm-hmm.
Like it nowhere. This guy is literally just having a vacation, like in the middle of this field by himself.
Yeah.
So like no wonder these explosive plays are happening because like where the heck is our defense? Which is
Yeah.
not like us. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm eager to have some type of turnover this game. So I feel like our defense can get it done.
Yeah. Yeah. The
But I've
last
been
thing. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
no, I was just saying, but I've been disappointed before.
I think the last thing that I'll say about this game is that I think this is a good game for CJ Stroud to start to turn it around. Um,
Mhm.
I'll be the first to say I was maybe a little bit premature to try and move on from CJ last week. And people let us hear about it in the comments. So, what I'm going to do for this week only is I'm going to take these glasses off because we're no longer in Lenore's Sellers mode for now.
Are you ready?
Yes, I am wearing them. Sorry. Sorry, Ellie can't see me right now. So, I'm taking the glasses off. They're gone now. Um,
Okay.
so, I will put those away for now, assuming that CJ Stroud plays one decent game. Okay? Because I like the kid. I don't want to see him fail. And I don't want to go through looking for another quarterback again because that's horrible and that's all that I've ever known as a Texans fan.
Hmm.
The one thing I will say is that I think it's reasonable to be upset, right? And I think we had a lot of people in our comments saying like, "You're a bandwagon fan. Like, clearly you're not a real fan. You're crazy for saying this stuff." Unacceptable to me. Like, unacceptable. I was there every single game of our multiple like 2-14, 3-13 seasons. I was there every game. I was there when the Rams, the St. Louis Rams, scored 50 points on our heads. I was there whenever we lost. Like, I've been there for every horrific moment in Texas history. Texans history. I've been there. All right.
And he remembers it. He'll state it back to me. Like, oh, this reminds me of the time where we blank and I fill in horrible thing the Texans have done.
I remember everything that's ever happened to this team, and so my name is etched on the glass wall outside of the stadium. So I don't want to hear anything about being a bandwagon fan. I've been there since the stadium was built. So
Truly.
the other thing that comes with that though is that I think we need to understand something about CJ Stroud. Is that he played well his rookie year. Okay? But I
Yes.
think we're all lying to ourselves if we think that he has ever generated the kind of buzz that someone like a Josh Allen, a Lamar Jackson, even the one
Oh.
who should not be named, generated when he was here in Houston. Okay, because like
Hmm.
Ellie and I went back and we watched the highlights of Deshaun Watson from that Seattle game, his rookie year,
I guess we are naming him.
and it's night and day the way that that man was playing football for this team.
Yeah. It sucks that he's scum of the earth, awful person.
Mm-hmm.
But gosh, like the way that he played football was like I don't know, like you said it earlier, Aaron, when we watched it, but like he would just sling. He'd sling that thing.
Mm-hmm.
And like you would be like, oh, and like expecting something good to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Like whenever I watch Texans games now, like I'm just there at the games, supporting whatever, being into it, putting my whole effort into it, wearing myself out, and then like when something good does happen, I'm like, oh wow, like something like good happened, like oh my gosh, we're near the end zone or we're whatever. It's like a shock that we're doing well,
Mm-hmm.
and or like a shock whenever CJ like makes a pass, but yeah, it's like I don't know, he's just not as electric as like quarterbacks that you famously hear about. Did he have
Mm-hmm.
an amazing rookie season? Absolutely. That was one of the best seasons ever. And like really gets you back into it after the crappy seasons that we've had. And I don't know if like Houston fans are just like, well, like look what he's capable of. Like, don't give up. Like, he can do it. He can do it out of just like trauma, like response of like not wanting to accept things. But like again, like I'm in the same boat too. Like I want him so bad to be good. Like
Oh.
I like this guy. I thought that we found our quarterback, and I've been so excited, but I can't let myself keep on holding on to this and us just going through another like season of being terrible. We did that before where we just like accept mediocre quarterbacks. And like Matt Schaub and like I don't know how good David Carr was throughout his whole time, but
I mean, there
I
were a lot
mean,
more problems with those teams than anything that we're seeing here. But um, yeah, I don't think. I mean, guys, that was 3 years ago. 2 years ago at this point. Like, if we don't want to give up on CJ because we like the kid, fine, okay, like that's fine. But I think we need to have an honest conversation with ourselves in this moment about this team because I want him to do well. And if he can continue, if he can start to like be confident in the pocket again and start to like play football the way that like we saw him do a little bit in the like his rookie year, and honestly, like part of my biggest argument is that it has to be better than that because
mhm,
his rookie year was really good for a rookie quarterback. But even then, like
mhm,
the best thing you could say about his rookie season was, oh, he went a long time without throwing any interceptions. And like that's really cool. Like I'm glad he didn't turn the ball over, but that really just speaks to what it's always been. Is this like very precision, very precise, like very safe brand of football that has never been about, taking the top off a defense outside of three throws to Nico Collins. So
mhm.
I think if we're gonna do this, if we're gonna try and like get our pitchforks out against anybody who questions CJ Stroud, I think we need to be honest with ourselves about what heights he achieved his rookie year because after that Tampa Bay game, like it still wasn't great. Like we went to the Jets and got destroyed, and he threw for like 80 yards. Like there
Yeah.
were still a lot of games where he did not play well down the stretch. The Ravens game, it looked like we were never going to score, and we didn't. We really didn't. So
And that
like,
was at home.
well, no, I'm talking about the playoff game, but yes, yeah, the Ravens
Oh,
game
well,
home,
yeah.
yeah, we got destroyed. But that was whenever like something magical happened that like the team was automatically worse, and so CJ Stroud got a pass for all those games. So
Mhm.
people don't include the Ravens game at home on Christmas, even though I still had to pay for it all the same. Um, I don't know. So I'm taking the glasses off for now. We're not going Lenore Sellers mode right now. But if we lose this game,
Oh my lord.
it's gonna be
We're gluing the glasses on.
yeah, and I'm gonna have some more attitude for people who come at me acting like I'm crazy for mentioning
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
because
You just have to be honest with yourself. Like it's not you're not betraying CJ by saying like, "Hey, let's take an honest evaluation of your performance here." And like it's a good point to make like, yeah, our offensive line this, our offensive line that, whatever, whatever. The Texans are ruining him. The Texans are ruining him. Listen, all these quarterbacks that have good offensive lines, like they just you don't hear anything bad about them. You're like you don't say like, oh well they have bad offense like Jalen Hurts, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson. You don't hear like, oh well they have a terrible like offensive line and he still gets it done or whatever. They just automatically have a good one. What's that
Mhm.
about?
yeah, I mean like
So
Lamar
I
Jackson
think
got sacked 7 times,
yeah.
and the discussion's never gonna be about how bad Lamar Jackson's line is, and also
Mm-hmm.
because Lamar Jackson got the job done. He played well enough to where it's never gonna be like okay, like if I don't know. If the Texans had lost these games and they had played well as the Ravens have played on
Mm-hmm.
offense, these games they've lost, we wouldn't be having these discussions. Because then it
Right.
really would be okay. We were one play away from winning all three of
Mm-hmm.
these games, and we can feel good about that.
Right. Yeah.
But
If my quarterback is performing well, but we're just losing, that sucks. But I'm not going to be like, oh, it's freaking his fault. But it's like, you have to look at his performance and you have to be honest with yourself and be like, look, you just got to get it done sometimes. Like, you got to get creative. You got to, like, kind of learn new skills. You have to adapt to the environment around you, to the line around you, like make plays happen. Good quarterbacks make plays happen.
yeah, yeah, I
And
think
I
that
want that for him.
yeah, I just think that we need to be honest with ourselves and say like, look, Cedar Stroud put up some good numbers, but he never made your balls tingle like Deshaun Watson did. All right, he never got your pussy wet like that. So we just need to be honest there. And we're going to move on now. Next game, Jaguars at 49ers. San Francisco by 3.5. How do we feel about the Jaguars after the game last week?
I don't have much confidence in them. I don't know. I
Yeah.
I I don't know. Gosh, like with the performance against us, like when given multiple chances to like score, and like our team was bad, so we don't capitalize on that. But like I feel like the Niners are a team that would capitalize at least a little bit on
Mm.
mistakes that they make, and I feel like they would force more mistakes. I feel like I have a lot more confidence in the Niners on this one, even though they're not like a fantastic team. They have a bunch of injuries, but I don't know. And then freaking Ricky Pearsall is questionable, so
Mm.
there's also that.
Yeah. Well, Nick
But
Bosa's out for the season with a torn ACL. Maybe Ricky
yeah,
Pearsall's not playing. Um, that being said, yeah, like you said, I don't like the Jaguars didn't blow us away. Um, again, people in our comments being like, "Wow, like y'all are like." I saw someone say like, "Calm down, low bro," and it's like, "All right, man, you win one time at your place in the last 8 years, and you're like, sit down, low bro, relax." Because again, Trevor Lawrence tried to hand that game away. Trevor Lawrence has 4 touchdown passes and 4 interceptions this year, so it's not exactly
yeah,
lighting it up. Brian Thomas Jr. still doesn't really remember how to play football, so
yeah. Something's going on with him. I don't
yeah.
know.
Um, the only other thing is that, like, the only thing that gives me pause about the 49ers is all the injuries, obviously, um,
Hmm.
and the fact that Mac Jones is beginning to show signs of Mac Jonesness.
Hmm.
He really, like, really tried to turn back into Mac Jones last week, and then, like, I guess got hit on his head hard enough that he's like, oh, wait, let me just win this game real quick. Um,
Right? Yeah. It's like him being smacked in the head to be like, oh, shoot, like I can be good.
yeah. Um, And on top of that, like the Jaguars already lost to Mac Jones 2 weeks ago on the road in Cincinnati.
Mhm.
So um, I don't know. I think that the 49ers probably get it done here. Um, and I think they just like become like the ugliest 4-0 team of all time. Um,
Mhm.
which is, like credit to them. Like if they get it done, that's great. But I don't think I've had any fun watching the 49ers play football this year. And I guess it probably
No.
won't, but whatever.
Yeah, it just sucks. Like it just sucks. They've had like so many like season-ending injuries or
Mm-hmm.
like
Like people miss
IR
extended periods of
injuries.
time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
So
man. So I'm picking the 49ers there. Who are you going with?
yeah, needless to say, 49ers. The injured 49ers team.
All right. I think we've matched on everything so far. All right.
Oops.
Next game up,
Other than
Chargers
the
at
book.
Giants. Uh,
Ooh.
Chargers by 6.5. It is officially
See,
Jackson Dart time.
let's go. Hashtag start dart. See, I told you at work, all we needed to do was make a
Was
movement.
make a catchy hashtag.
Exactly. So you're welcome, New York.
Mm-hmm.
I've done my service.
Yeah.
I wanted to pick the Giants for that reason because of Jackson Dart starting and having like a new. And part of me thinks that if they really tried, they could catch the Chargers slipping.
Mm.
But the Chargers are so good, dude. I don't know. Like you just see like the play that Justin Herbert made at the end of the game last week, and you're just like, oh my gosh, dude! Like if he needs to get it done, he can get it done.
Yeah. Yeah. I
And
think
I
that Yeah, he's absurd. Like that play is just something that I keep watching over and over again because I just can't believe that he got it done. Um,
yeah,
yeah, I think this is gonna be I think it'll be actually finally fun to watch the Giants play again. I still think they probably lose, um,
right.
but it'll be fun to watch Cam Scatterboo out there running around, blasting his head into
Hmm.
people, showing people how a white man
With
runs the football.
exactly, yes, yeah. With Jackson Dart by his side, his fellow white man,
Hmm.
and no, I think it'll be really fun to watch them now, which is a positive. So God bless.
Yeah,
But I don't know, and I'm just hoping that Giants fans can have something to be excited about now
yeah.
because that last so depressing.
I think that the ownership and the front office was kidding themselves. So like when they got back to MetLife, it wouldn't be that bad. And then they watched Russell Wilson go out there and basically burn the whole place down and piss on everything as he was leaving.
Yeah,
And they were like, "All right, I guess this is untenable. We got to move on." So,
yeah,
um, yeah, the only thing I have for the Chargers, other than the fact that they're probably going to win by a lot, maybe not a lot. It'll probably be closer than last week, but
yeah.
um, the Giants are allowing the second most yards on the ground this year. So I think Amari and Hampton could have a breakout game.
Oh,
Mostly also because I don't think that Justin Herbert's going to need to do a ton through the air to beat the Giants.
yeah.
So
This is this
I'm
is true.
going Chargers in that game. Who are you picking?
Yeah, I'm going Chargers. I
All
was gonna
right.
do Giants and be crazy again, but I can't be burned again like that.
Yeah.
They gotta show me something before I can put some confidence in them. I went out on a ledge for them last week and they let me down.
Mm-hmm.
So they have to earn some of that trust back.
Yeah, some of the trust
So
that they had for some reason to begin with.
listen, I thought they could get it done. They were like this. No, but both
uh,
I've gotten so many like reels pop up on my For You that are just hilarious. Like I get so many Chargers media team posts
uh-huh.
and then also Giants media team posts. I've been getting like for some reason both of those teams pop up like prolifically, and it's hilarious. They're so funny, but I guess which media team is the most elite? I guess we'll find that out as well.
Mm. Yeah. So both going Chargers there. Next game up, Commanders at Falcons. Washington by 1.5 points.
Yeah, I'm going Washington on this after the performance by Michael Penix last week. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I'm also going Commanders here. I mean, the Falcons, they looked god awful last week against a pretty bad Carolina team.
Yeah.
And they also looked terrible against a Minnesota team that was led by JJ McCarthy. So I think this is another team that might be in free fall here early in the season, which here it's a little bit like you probably put a little bit more blame on Michael Penix because that interception he threw last week was horrible, and he
Yeah.
hasn't been great even in wins. Like he hasn't been great, um,
Yeah.
but I think the offense is not in a good place right now. Um,
I don't
yeah, they fired their wide receiver coach, which I don't know enough about football to know why that would be the first person he fired, but I guess good for him. He's gone. And then their offensive coordinator, Zach Robinson, is moving from the booth to field level
oh
just to try to switch something up, I guess. I guess that's the step before you just get fired. So,
yeah. Get the juices flowing.
yeah, you're like, you don't get to sit down anymore. You have to walk around like the rest of us. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's
Um, I think, I don't know if Jane Daniels is going to play. I think they said that he was going to try and practice today, but I didn't see if he did or not. Um,
I wouldn't be surprised if they sent him out another game just to be careful. I mean, especially with how Mariota's doing.
mhm. Yeah.
So I mean, I wouldn't if my like franchise quarterback is like questionable, pushing it. I would just be like, sit down. It's the Falcons. Marcus can get it done.
Yeah. So the Falcons offense, because the Falcons defense has been a little bit better this year. Because again, the Panthers offense didn't do much damage last week at all. It was all their defense and special teams. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but the Falcons offense has been very bad. So they've scored 3 touchdowns this season. One of them was on a 50-yard Bijan Robinson touchdown, but it was like a screen pass, so it wasn't like a huge play by Michael Penix or anything.
Mm-hmm.
The second one was in that same game to open the season against the Bucks. It was that 8 play debacle inside like the 5 yard line where they ran like a million plays and barely got it by like an inch
Mm-hmm.
on fourth down and goal because they just couldn't score to save their lives. Um,
Bruh.
and then the other one was a late game drive to salt the Vikings game away where they just basically handed the ball off all the way down the field and then scored a rushing touchdown. So
Dang.
hasn't been great outside of that. Like I think Michael Penix, even in that game, was like 13 of 21 for like 100 yards or something like that. Like Just no, they have not had an explosive play on offense or like an explosive game on offense where he has really been like connecting down the field. So I
Yeah,
don't know.
yeah. For all of those reasons, I can't. Even though the Commanders aren't a show stopping team, they're good enough to put the Vikings or sorry, to put the Falcons away.
Yeah, yeah. I think Terry
So
McLaurin will probably miss some time, but even still, I think like the Commanders have enough to get it done. So
what's wrong with him?
I think he hurt his quad or something like that, and I think he's getting a second
Oh,
opinion.
not the
Um,
quad.
yeah, not a great sign, especially after they just paid him all that money.
I mean, truly. Come on, guys. I don't know. I still think they can get it done.
Yeah.
And hopefully someone can put Dan Quinn on the most inner part of the sideline.
Yes, they need to
He
protect him at all
doesn't get run
costs.
over. Exactly. Put some plexiglass around him or something.
Yeah. Next game, Saints at Bills. Buffalo by 15.5.
Why are we entertaining this game?
Yeah.
At the Bills, too. Come on.
Yeah, I don't know how the Bills ended up with the schedule that they have, but
This is crazy.
the Saints are done. They're done. I
They're
think,
done.
I guess if you're going to bet this game, like maybe you think they can cover, but I mean, they definitely didn't last week. So uh, I probably just avoid the Saints at all costs. So we're
Maybe
both
don't
going to go
like,
Bills.
yeah.
Yeah.
Enough said,
Hmm. Yeah.
honestly. I don't know what you could say
It's
about it.
it's just going to get ugly. Um,
Yeah.
Next game up, Eagles at Buccaneers. Philadelphia by 3.5.
I had a hard time picking this one, honestly. Because I was like, they're at home. The Bucks are at home.
Mm,
And they have just come off a win from last week. But when it comes to both these teams are really good at getting stuff done in like the last 2 minutes of the game if they need to get it done.
mm-hmm.
But like I I don't know. I don't have full confidence in the Bucks to be able to get it done against the Eagles. I mean, like when they won against us, like we were giving them like they gave us opportunities to like do something with the mistakes they were making. We didn't. So then they went down and just did what they had to do. And it's Baker. Baker's gonna be Baker.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, and so I was like, you know what, maybe they could get it done if they really needed to. But then I'm like, I don't know, like the Eagles defense is like pretty decent. So I don't know. And then like Jalen Hurts, like whenever he had to lock in, and now he's found his new mojo. Now he knows that he can just tell uh the I don't even know what his name is, the
Yeah,
offensive
Kevin
coordinator, like,
Patula. He can just bully him on
mm-hmm.
the sideline, and
You can just tell him, screw you, I'm just gonna throw the ball.
uh huh.
He's just gonna throw the ball.
Yeah.
So I think that yeah, I think that the Eagles can get it done,
Mm-hmm.
especially against like the Bucks defense.
Yeah.
So and Mike Evans is out. Um,
This is true
uh,
as well.
Godwin's probably coming back though. He did a full practice today or yesterday,
Hmm.
so he's likely to start in week 4. But I mean, Mike Evans is kind of a hard blow, you know. But
Yeah.
the rookie Ibuka is doing really good.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, maybe you're not even that concerned. I mean, he's been scoring for them consistently, so I wouldn't be completely like shattered. But I don't know. I guess we'll see. It'll be an interesting game to see, honestly.
Yeah.
But I picked Eagles.
I picked the Eagles as well. Uh,
Gosh, damn.
just because I think maybe the Eagles offense is back. And
Hmm.
I think the Buccaneers have been playing with fire, like you said. Like they've been really toying with teams that are significantly worse than the Eagles. And I think that if they
Hmm.
try and, if they save it all for Baker's last minute heroics, like that ball only bounces your way so many times in a season.
Hmm.
And unfortunately for them, they've wasted it on the Jets, the Texans, and the Falcons. So, like, when the
Yeah,
Eagles come to town, I don't think you're going to get to play around and try and come back on them,
yeah,
Um, the Buccaneers have won the last six of the last 7 games they played against the Eagles, but I think the Eagles probably take it here. I think they are riding high off a win, like a crazy comeback win, and I think they found their mojo in the
Mhm.
second half. So I'd probably go with Eagles there.
Yeah, I don't think this is the Eagles' game to lose yet.
Yeah. All right.
So,
Next game, Browns at Lions. Detroit by 9.5.
oh my gosh, are we again? Another why are we entertaining this game?
I mean, you say that, but they did just beat the Packers last week, and the
They
Packers
did
did
just
beat the Lions by a million. So transitive property. Are we picking the Lions to lose here?
I mean, they're at the Lions. The Lions were not at home their first game.
True, and I think the
Uh,
Packers lost at in Cleveland as well, right? So maybe that doesn't translate on the road.
yeah.
I
So,
think defense probably travels pretty well, but yeah, um,
are you picking the Browns?
I'm not picking the Browns. No, never.
See, and then
I'm just
all
trying to
this.
say, like, I think like the Lions look probably two back right now to lose to the Browns, uh,
Hmm.
and I just don't know how often like the defense can keep a like an offense like the Packers or the Lions under 10 points. I just don't think they're
Hmm.
gonna do that every week. Um,
Yeah.
the only thing that like if you're a Browns fan, the only thing that probably gives you hope is that they've held opposing offenses to like 57 yards rushing, which is by far the lowest in the NFL. Um,
Hmm.
so I don't know. Like I think that the Lions, their offense last, especially like on Monday night, depended a lot on Jameer Gibbs and David Montgomery getting going, and then Jared Goff getting to play off like the play action and making plays because like the defensive line is already retreating to try and stop the run. So I
Hmm.
think the best way to beat the Lions is to make Jared Goff beat you with his arm, which I know a lot of
Yeah.
people think that he can do that pretty easily, but I refuse to believe that he can do that every time you make him do it. Um,
Hmm.
I still just don't think like I think the Browns could win this game,
Yeah.
but I think
It's
that
not the equation.
if they do win this game, they would have to be a good football team.
Yeah.
And I don't think that that's allowed to happen. So, probably not going to get two in a row.
Yeah.
So, I'm going with the Lions. But I don't know. Could be wrong. And then what do we do with the Browns if they win this game?
I guess we have to consider them, and we have to consider that it depends on how they win. Did the defense win in the game, or
Well,
did
almost
just
like if they win, yes, the defense will have won the game. There's no way they're scoring more than like 20 points on this team.
yeah. I don't see a way that they win, especially after this past Monday.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it could be closer than we think. So, or they could win. It's not out of the realm of possibility. But
Yeah.
with the weapons that they have right now, and having like clicked, I guess, as a team this season,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they're catching the Lions at a very rough or like at a very rough time for them. Like unfortunately for them, they're catching the Lions at a really good time for the Lions.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I
So we're
think
both
it's just
going Lions as well.
yeah,
So we
yeah.
still haven't picked differently in any of these games.
This
Um,
is great for us.
Panthers
Someone's a
at
little scared to be
Patriots.
different.
Bruh. Panthers at
Someone's
Patriots. New England minus 5.5.
I pick
Uh,
Panther.
you picked the Panthers to win this game. Well, there you go. That's our first difference because I'm going with Patriots.
I just
Uh,
look at last week's game and I see that I mean the Steelers are a really good defense, whereas the Panthers are not as good of a defense. However, if they can force the Patriots to 5 turnovers, maybe the Panthers can get one or two or whatever, and they really dominated off of like kind of turnovers or whichever last week.
mhm.
So and Xavier Leggett was not active for this past game. If they keep that the same and they rely on McMillan, then maybe they can get it done.
Yeah.
I'm and they just came off of a win, a blowout, their first win, the blowout win at home, right? Yeah, at home.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I feel like I'm going with I'm hedging my bets on the Panthers.
Yeah, I think the Panthers are very confusing to me because I know that they suck ass.
Yeah, I
Like I
know.
know that in my soul,
Hmm.
but I see them win a game 30-0 and I don't know what to do with that.
Yeah,
Because like in the weeks prior they gave up like 26 and 27 points respectively. So they're not like shutting anybody down on defense.
hmm,
But then they just happen to run into Michael Penix after he got his like I don't know what happened. I don't know. I think it just depends on what you think of the Panthers after that game. I probably consider it a one time thing, but I can see
hmm.
why you would pick them to win this game. Um,
Thank you.
I just think that like Drake May is a lot better than Michael Penix,
Oh, for sure.
and I think that the Patriots probably get it done at home against the Panthers team that I don't think has any business winning any games, but like we'll see how Bryce Young does here. Again, like we're
Yeah,
still on garbage watch for Bryce Young. Like if he is continuing to throw under 150 yards, I don't care if they're winning these games. Like, what are
yeah,
we gonna do about this? So,
right.
um,
No, I respect the way that you've thought about the Patriots winning this, and I agree. However, I also agree with the points that I've made, and I'm willing to jump out on a limb and say they could win.
if this whole week just comes down to this Panthers and Patriots games, I'm gonna end my own life.
That's gonna be riveting content for the podcast.
Yeah. All right.
We're all working on a noon Panthers Patriots game.
uh, well, I actually haven't like made my picks for these other games, so I'll just like make them as we're
Oh,
going. Um,
don't.
but next game up, we're gonna go 3 o'clock games now. Colts at Rams. Rams by 3.5. My only note is this has to stop.
Yeah. I'm going Rams because I don't think the Colts can get it done against the Rams. The Rams have been really good,
Mm-hmm.
and they've been able to get it done in crunch time.
Yeah.
And I just don't think the Colts are ready for that yet. I mean, they came off of beating a team away, but again, it was the Titans who are literally crumbling and falling apart.
Yeah, they're on quit watch.
So
So
yeah, so I don't think against a competent team on the road in Rams' house that they could get it done.
yeah, I think like I'll be interested to see how the Colts play and like if Daniel Jones can continue to play mistake-free football, if they're
Hmm.
ever behind by any significant amount. Because I know they were down in that Broncos game, but
Hmm.
even then, like even on the game-winning drive, all they did was hand the ball to Jonathan Taylor, and he like the Broncos couldn't stop a running back from getting like the yardage needed to kick a field goal to win the game. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what to think about them. I'll be interested to see what happens if the Rams jump out to a lead like they did against the Eagles this week. Because
Hmm.
obviously Jalen Hurts can get out of that hole. I don't believe that Daniel Jones can do that. Um,
Yeah.
on top of that, I think the Colts are out like 6 starters on for practice on Wednesday. Um,
Hmm.
but Devonta Adams is not practicing for the Rams right now, so
True.
I don't know. I think it'll probably be a good game unless
Hmm.
everything falls apart. Like we're still on like everything falling apart watch for the Colts because
Yeah.
that could happen. And if that happens and the Texans win handily against the Titans, we're right back in this thing. I don't even care. We're right back in it.
Oh my
Uh,
gosh. Well, we'll have to just see, I guess.
yeah. Yeah,
I
so we're
can't.
both going Rams there.
Yeah, I'm going Rams.
The big game of the week is Ravens at Chiefs.
Let's go.
And that one is going to be, I mean, that's really like for all the marbles. Like we didn't talk about it up top, but I think this is really going to be the determining factor for at least for now on if
Hmm.
the Ravens or the Chiefs are really good or not because they're both 1-2 coming in, and whoever loses is going to be 1-3.
Yeah, which is crazy for these teams.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. You'd expect them to both be 3-0 heading into this game, and then this being their first loss.
Yeah, I mean I'm sure that's how the NFL drew it up because they're playing at
Right.
3 for some reason.
Yeah.
I
So
see.
I mean, I don't know. I still don't have confidence in the Chiefs offense.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think the Ravens are pissed. I think Derrick Henry is pissed. I think in practice he's just getting punched and punched and punched. So I think that he might be ready for them trying to get him to fumble.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I don't know. I just feel like this is the Ravens' game to win.
Yeah. You think the Ravens are gonna win?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I Yeah, I don't know because like the Chiefs have played good teams close. Like the Chargers, they were close to winning that game.
Hmm.
And then who did they play week 2 again? I don't even remember. They played the Eagles and they almost pulled out
Oh
against
yeah.
them, but not really, you know. And that was
Yeah.
before the Eagles figured their stuff out. Um,
Right.
I don't know. I think it's hard to pick against the Chiefs at home, but again, like they already lost there this year.
Hmm. Yeah.
Um, Now I do think the Eagles are better than the Ravens,
Hmm.
and I think that the Ravens. I'm gonna pick the Chiefs. I'm gonna pick the Chiefs because I want
Okay.
Ravens fans to be sad.
Dang. You want Brennan to be on suicide watch?
Yeah, yeah. So I'm gonna go Chiefs because I'm I don't know. I learned a long time ago to not bet against Patrick Mahomes, and I
That's
think that
fair.
like season's on the line. If the Chiefs lose, like I think if the Ravens lose this game, I think they'll be fine because the Bengals and Steelers are ahead of them in the division, and like I don't like. I think that the as soon as either one of them, like I think the Bengals slide has already begun. I think the Steelers can
Mhm.
play pretend for a little bit longer, but I don't think they're going to be anything good. Um,
Yeah.
but if the Chiefs fall to 1-3, and the Chargers beat the Giants and go up by a full 3 games on them,
Hmm.
that is going to be really tough to get out of. And I don't think, like,
Yeah.
even if his team is bad, even if like everything is coming down around him, I think that Patrick Mahomes always finds a way to pull his team out of the fire when it is like
And yeah,
the closest to disaster. So I'm gonna
single-handedly.
go. I'm gonna go with uh, Chiefs on that one.
All right.
So there we go. We got so now it's not just the Patriots and Panthers game that's separating us. But we can
Yeah.
still end in a tie now that we have 2 games that we're split on. Uh,
Super. Imagine having a tie on our record, but I
that's what
feel
we
like
deserve,
that's what you would want.
bruh. Um, Last game in the afternoon: Bears at Raiders. Chicago by 1.5.
Hmm.
I
Yeah, I'm going
think
for this one.
you're going Bears.
Yeah.
I think that the Bears got to have this one,
Hmm.
and I think that they will finally win a game that they got to have.
I think so too. And it'll be if they win it, it'll be their first away win. And I don't know. I just think that the Raiders are really bad right now.
Mm-hmm.
So and Dallas is really bad right now. So I mean, this is another chance where they can like just absolutely go for it, where Caleb can just sling it the whole game.
Yeah.
So this is another chance to show us that it wasn't just a fluke; it was like for real.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't really know what the Raiders are doing right now. Like what the what the purpose of their season is because they don't really have any identity. Ashton Genty hates being there. Is like
Yeah,
questioning why they drafted him if they're not going to give him any carries. Um,
yeah,
he's getting hit behind the line of scrimmage like every time.
hmm,
Um, and I think that you can like I don't know like I don't hate Geno Smith, but I could just don't think that you can win many games with him at quarterback. Like I think that that's just been proven. You know, I think you can win to a certain extent. I think you can win a couple games, but I think at a certain point you're just like you've gone as far as you can go. Um,
right,
and on the Seahawks with DK Metcalf and Jackson Smith and Jigba, that was probably a couple games. You know that you could win,
hmm,
but now it's like I don't know. 4, 5. How many teams does this Raider? How many wins does this Raiders team have in them?
Not many, I don't think. Not
So
many that I would be confident in.
yeah. So I don't know. I think that like the three teams that it could get. Well, we still have some teams on Monday night to talk about, but I think the three teams that could get ugly for are the Titans, the who was the other one? The Falcons,
Yeah.
and then the Raiders. Like I think the other team that I was thinking was like the Jets, but I think like the Jets and the Raiders, they both have like new head coaches this year. I think they're probably like okay for
Yeah.
now. But I
Yeah.
think yeah, the other two are in big trouble.
Right. So they better lock in.
Yeah. Last game on Sunday, the big one, Packers at Cowboys, Green Bay by 6.5. Micah Parsons is coming
Mm,
home.
let's go. This I'm just excited for the drama on this one because I know if I know Jerry Jones
Hmm.
and I know him for I guess as well as he'll let me, that
Yeah.
he's gonna make so much drama out of this. He's gonna make headline after headline after headline because he doesn't care about winning the Super Bowl. He just cares about people talking about the Cowboys every second of the day.
Hmm.
So he is going to make sure that this is talked about. He's going to make sure that I don't even know. I mean, at this point, you can't even like protect yourself from being made a fool of. You're going to be made a fool of because of
Yeah.
this stupid decision that you like, objectively stupid decision that you made.
Uh huh.
But there's going to be some way that he's going to spin it. There's going to be some way that he's going to talk himself out of it. There's going to be, I don't know, the announcers are going to be talking about stuff. I'm just so excited for the drama on this.
Yeah. I want to give a little bit of credit to Jerry Jones, which is not
Oh,
something I often say. Um, but I do want to give him a little bit of credit for not entirely, but for the most part, making this not racist. Like I feel like he could very easily devolve into into racially charged statements, and he hasn't quite yet. He does a lot of talk about owning people, which is a little bit uncomfortable,
yeah,
especially for a guy who was at the integration down in Arkansas on the wrong side of history. But
yeah,
I don't know. Like credit to Jerry Jones, he hasn't been like Bob McNair mode where he says he can't let the prisoners run the prison or anything like that.
yeah. That's crazy.
But that's the most grace that I can extend you, Jerry, because yeah, I'm sure he's gonna go this whole week and pretend like he didn't even care. He never liked Micah. He never wanted to
Yeah,
sign him. He was just doing them a favor, like all the other stuff. He has a lot of like Jerry Jones has a streak of Trump in him where he's like, no, I didn't even want that to happen. Like, no, I plan. This is my plan the whole time. All my failures are actually success, actually. So
hmm
it's actually I'm winning right now. It's so much winning I can't even stop. That's
yeah,
this. Many people are saying that Michael Parsons should have been traded sooner and for less. Many people are
yeah.
saying that it's actually like everyone's saying it that like this was the best deal I could have gotten for Micah.
Yeah.
Everyone loves it.
Everyone's on my side.
Yeah, so
Really.
I don't know. I think that the Packers probably bounce back.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'll
I
be
think
surprised
that,
if they don't.
huh?
I'd be surprised and worried if they don't. Because I mean, like, is Tucker Kraft back?
That I don't know. Let's see.
I'll look it up.
Yeah. I'm not certain what the Cowboys have for the Packers though, because CeeDee Lamb is out for like 2 to 4 weeks, I think, with a high ankle sprain or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Mm,
George Pickens is
uh,
crashing out.
well, that's usual for him. But yeah, he doesn't have a buffer in CD now.
Hmm.
Like, the reason I feel like why George Pickens has been working for them is because CD is the main guy, but you also have Turpin who's really good, and then you have Pickens. So it's not like all the pressure is on George Pickens. And I feel like when he was someone they really relied on in Pittsburgh,
Hmm.
he like had more crash outs because he just I guess didn't live up to his performance standard. But now or people he was the only like quote unquote good one that they could like blame, like good player they could like blame it on.
Hmm.
So now it's gonna be like, hey, now that stuff isn't moving offensively, like what the heck, George? Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
But Tucker Craft is limited Wednesday practice due to knee and elbow injuries.
Mm.
He tweaked his knee at practice last Thursday.
Bruh, this man cannot get healthy. I mean, he'll probably play.
Yeah. He'll probably play because
You
he was
probably sit
able.
him out against the Browns,
He
and
actually
then
he was able to start this past week in Cleveland. Um, but yeah,
so he played last week.
I'm trying to figure it out. It isn't. Wait, but neither of them was. I don't know. People, it says that they should, at least on Sleeper, it says fantasy managers should feel good about starting him. So
Okay.
I suppose he'll be playing. So
Okay.
I think the Packers are going to bounce back just fine, which is why I'm picking them.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, he played last week. He had 4 catches for
Hmm.
29 yards. So,
So I know
uh, yeah, I just think the Packers are gonna win, and I think that Micah Parsons is gonna dance on the star. I think that'd be pretty funny.
they should. That would be hilarious.
I think there'd probably be a shooting in the building if that happened. But
Yep. I mean, maybe that's a risk that they'll have to take.
yeah, I'm excited to see the game though. I think that the Packers are just so much better than the Cowboys on offense, and like the Cowboys are nothing on offense without CeeDee Lamb. So I don't
Yeah,
know.
truly, truly not anything.
Yeah, I would have loved to see this game with CeeDee Lamb healthy. Like it really sucks that he's not going to be there. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, I think we're both going Packers on that one.
Yeah. Unfortunately for Dallas, they're just their defense is like paper thin right now.
Hmm.
So
Yeah, yeah.
Packers,
You briefly resurrected Russell Wilson's career, and you brought Caleb Williams to life. Like Jordan Love is
yeah,
going to get out of his slump against you. I think you're just a slump buster defense. So
yeah.
that's
That's
tough.
that's unfortunate.
All right, now on to Monday night. Speaking of unfortunate, first game is Jets and Dolphins. Miami actually favored by 2.5.
Mm. Miami is favored.
Yes. Now, both of these teams did put up fights last week against teams that were better than them.
Hmm.
Uh, Obviously, I think the Dolphins were playing a team better than the Jets were playing, but
Yeah,
it's yet to be seen just how much better the Bills are than the Buccaneers. Um, yeah, I don't know, but at the same time, like I think that like strangely, I trust Terod Taylor. I don't know if Justin
yeah.
Fields is playing or not. Is he playing?
Let me see. I'll look it up.
Justin Fields injury status. Um,
No updates on week 4 status.
hmm.
Aaron Glenn said Monday that he does not yet have an update for Fields' progress through concussion protocol, and that was 2 days ago.
Okay. So
So I
yeah,
guess we'll see.
I think that weirdly I trust Terod Taylor more than I
Hmm.
do Tua Tagovailoa to win this game.
I do too. Are you picking the Jets as well?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, I also just really want it for them. I feel like they've been working so hard, and I actually like the Jets team is not a complete bummer for being a 0-3 team.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, I think
Like
that high stepping clip from Aaron Glenn last week gives you a lot of goodwill in like the
it
public
does.
opinion.
Yeah, it lets you know that you're not just a complete sad time.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I feel like they have people to get the job done. They
Hmm.
just are working some stuff out here. But I'm putting my confidence in them.
Yeah. In my experience with Terod Taylor, these are the types of games that he wins.
Yeah.
Teams that, maybe it's a close game or maybe games that he should win.
Mhm.
But certainly teams on the verge of collapse are moments where he is able to like outsteady them and just calmly, carefully like maneuver his team to a win by 3 or more points. So
Yeah.
I think we can go Jets there. And then the really, really yucky game, Bengals at Broncos, Denver by 7.5.
Stinker. Absolute stinker.
Yeah. I guess Jake
But
Browning's going to continue to play quarterback for the Bengals.
I guess.
I don't know what else you do. Like, Kirk Cousins is still out there, but I don't know how. Like, you probably have to go a pretty hefty price to get Kirk Cousins.
I mean, yeah, I don't think they're gonna hand him over easily, especially with the way that Michael Penix is playing right now.
That's true. He did come in pretty early in that game. Like, I didn't realize how early he came in, but he was like in with like 12 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I don't think
So
he's for sale right now.
yeah, um, yeah. That being said, like I just don't have any like the Broncos defense is good, and we saw what happened last time the Bengals ran into a good defense, and they got
Mhm.
1 million points scored on them by the defense. So
Yeah,
I'm gonna go Broncos in this one, and
me
I
too.
don't think it's gonna be close.
It's gonna
I
get ugly.
Yeah, I think we may have some receivers on quit watch here, uh,
Yeah,
which is valid. I would be too.
yeah. I would be pissed. I'd be so pissed if I was Jamar Chase because like you're so good, but you're just like your quarterback keeps getting hurt, and like you just want something to show for how good you are
Yeah.
for the second or third season in a row.
Yeah, it really sucks because man, like the Bengals made the Super Bowl in Joe Burrow's second season, and since then it's been all downhill garbage fire. So
Yeah,
I
just
don't
like
know. Maybe spend a first round draft pick on another quarterback. Just have like two first round quarterbacks and just like have one just in case.
I mean, yeah, because at this point, like Joe Burrow's body is just like breaking apart.
Yeah,
I don't
man.
know.
I don't know. So all in all, the only picks we differed were the Panthers and Patriots game, and then
The Chiefs and Ravens.
Chiefs Ravens. So we're gonna set up a tiebreaker since it's an even number. So let's go ahead and in a game that we picked the same, let's go ahead
You
and
could
let's see like the Broncos game. Let's just pick the total for our
let's pick
tiebreaker.
a total.
So like total number of points scored in the Broncos Bengals game.
One. Um, I'm gonna say 34. No, 37.
Okay, I'll say 40.
Oh,
All right. So that's the tiebreaker there.
shoot. Riveting.
Yeah,
What
it
if we
seemed like
made it?
a pretty straight down the line weekend of football. I think it'll be
Mhm,
interesting to see uh, if the Jaguars or anything, but I don't
mhm.
think they will be. Um,
At
and it'll
least
be
for
fun to watch. Yeah, it'll be fun to watch Jackson Dart play.
yes. I'm excited for the. I can't believe I'm saying this. I'm excited for the Giants game.
Yes. But yeah, anything else you want to talk about this week?
I don't think so. I had a lot of like stuff on Instagram that I sent to our account, but I don't know. WNBA playoffs are still going on,
Yeah, the Aces got the first one of the series last night.
and pretty handily too. Like at
Mm-hmm.
the end, it wasn't like I don't know. It wasn't like a oh, are they gonna win like um the the Phoenix
Yeah, like the Mercury game
Lynx,
was close. Yeah.
yeah, the Mercury Lynx game.
Yeah. So feeling good
Yeah.
about that.
But other than that,
I mean, the Astros have lost like five in a row. They're terrible.
I don't want to talk about the Astros. I don't know why we think that that's gonna be anything. Just pack it up. Just pack it up for the playoffs this year, guys. Just try again next year.
Yeah.
I don't have to put my hopes and dreams in the Astros again. When I already have to put my hopes and dreams in the Texans, I can't do both at the same time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's too
Yeah.
much work. Um,
But,
is there anything interesting on Instagram or no?
except for the 6-7 thing you showed me or that you
What was
sent.
that?
It's this.
Oh yeah, with the 6-7 all over the place. Yeah, that was funny.
Oh my gosh, that's so that's so funny. It's literally everywhere.
That's the like the Secretary of War post with like, all right, fuck, we get it. Like,
That's so funny. Both of those are so funny.
yeah.
Oh, Harrison Butker is in the kitchen still, so all is right in the world there. Hopefully, he continues to stay in the kitchen because he's
What happened?
terrible.
Oh, just because he
He's
missed a
just
kick.
terrible.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, that's true. I saw something that was like every time he misses a kick, a woman gets her PhD or something like that. That was pretty good. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I just can't with him. Yeah, we're down to Nick Bosa. Not very presidentially fit of you to miss the whole season, but
I mean, I'm telling you what,
a little too much
really not.
Tylenol for that one.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't want to take that now, does he?
Oh my gosh. All right. Well, with that, we're gonna call it there because it's literally 1:30 in the morning right now. So I still have to edit all this together. I don't even know how it's gonna work with the video feed, but um, yeah. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We've been Aaron and Ellie on Kirby Drive. I've been Aaron,
I've been Ellie.
and we'll catch you after the games are over. We'll see who ended up picking more right, and see if I can make it even again. See what happens.
Maybe not. We'll see.
All right. All right. Bye, guys. Thank you so much.
Bye.